Hey, bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. It is truly, truly appreciating. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas. No, you are smack dead in the middle of the prayer. You thought God forgot about, or you've been unheard, and that is so true. Y'all, I'm about to run out on my meditation. I was trying to sit up here and find one to go behind it real quick. Okay, here's one. Alrighty. That is so true. I know I was on IG earlier today, and what was his name? Kendall, I think that's how he pronounced his name. And when I say that little short story reel he put on, it really truly hit home for me on different things, because I was, oh gosh, that's totally resonating. A lot of times we forget what we prayed for, and he was like, what are you talking about? You forget what you prayed for. And he's like, yeah, he be hearing all the money and the prosperity and the abundance and all these different things, but he was like, what God's truly ready to truly ready to hear is when you allow yourself to make that powerful shift of whatever directions is not fulfilling to you, is not a part of your process of your growth, your spiritual growth, or the people that you choose to entertain, you allow that welcome into your vibration. He's waiting for you to do that. And when you're going through all these different things, it'd be making it feel like, Lord, my whole life is just like all hell broke loose, and it's truly not. These are the things that you've been asking for. And I was just like, what, touche, that is so daggone true. You have to be able to digest that truth, and sometimes it's hard for you to it's like one of them different situations. But it's like when you start asking God, like, Lord, please, just allow me to see the truth in what is being masked. Allow me to hear the vibrations when it's going on deaf ears. Allow me to see, hear what is not being spoken, but the vibration of the actions towards the surrounding that I choose to be around, and those are the things he's going to be heavy with that. And a lot of times I've seen it within myself. I see it with other people. You go through so many different things. People hear me talk about that because, man, that mess hits heavy, especially if you're that type of person. Nobody's perfect, but you're that type of person that's always lending that ear. I'll tell people real quick, if you need somebody to talk to, vent to, or just need to be heard, even if you can't solve that problem, a lot of times people just want to be heard. And sometimes you have to understand, not every listening ear is going to be thinking highly of you. And I had to see that on a lot of repetitive vibrations. And a lot of times I hate going through that, especially with what I do here, because of my platform. There's a lot of different people that has truly appreciated me, has high respects for me as I do for them. And they still rock with me, even though they know my whole background, they know my situation I've been through, and still see me the same. Because a lot of times when people find out different things about me, they start looking at me different, trying to, make decisions on what they can benefit from being in my vibration or being in my life. And those are the things where I truly had to allow myself, just to say, don't think that everybody's like that when it comes into your life, because it made me not want to get close to people. I have trust issues like a motherfucker, but I'm not, I don't allow people in my life like that. But it's just like, not everybody that comes into your life is working against you, but you have to be able to understand the vibrations. You need to be able to allow yourself to respect the vibrations of your intuition. There's so many different things that give off those vibrations, and you overlook it because you feel like, oh, it may be their time of the month, or no, they must be in a bad, they're going through something right now, and you're discarding those different things. And a lot of times, I was telling people the other day, I don't know if it was on my chat or one of my other videos, is like when you finally make that decision, and sometimes it's very hard for you to make the decision what is best for you. And a lot of times you have to make that decision out on what is best for you. Not because a lot of times we'll go in that weak vibration, especially if it's in toxic relationships, and allowing ourselves to reel back in what God already took out. Or there's a vibration. It's about the same as what God took out. He's like, stop bringing people in your life in that same vibration, same actions behind the things I just took out of your life. That you're only disrespecting yourself. You're only disrespecting the honor of yourself. And those are the things, there's a lot of times that you may be wanting something in your life. It doesn't always have to be with a person. It could be money. It could be a certain career, or there are certain things that you want to be able to do, or it could be a house you wanted to buy. And it could be your dream house. And next thing you know, somebody done took it off from under you. I've seen different things like that happen when it comes to people. They get really mad, and it was just like, Roslynn, I'm so upset. This is house. I had everything. I had the paper sign and this and this and that. And somebody took a better offer, more than what we were willing to pay for it, and they took it. And I said, a lot of times people don't like hearing it. Everything happens for a reason. And they're looking like, Roz, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm like, well, I'm just saying, I have to be able to tell myself that, if it was really for me, God ain't gonna allow that to be blocked. He ain't gonna sit up here and say, no, you ain't getting that. Because if it's something that, you really need in your life, that he knows is going to be a powerful investment to your vibration as well as your path, where he's trying to take you. Oh, it's going to be like that. And plus it's going to become even better. And next thing you know, they hearing about the person that bought it, got more, they don't put so much money in it. Now they going to have to daggone there put the same amount of money, just to get things fixed up, because there was so many different issues that they don't, overlooked to buy a house because of the exterior, on how it looked and this and this and that. And it's a beautiful house, but next thing it was like a money pit, and then it'll be like coming back, Roslynn, you try to tell me, let me tell you the tea about this. And it was just like, they found out a house, and I said, didn't I tell you, if it was something really meant for you, it wouldn't have been blocked like that. Or if God really felt like you were emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually, metaphysically aligned with what that was for you, it would have happened. But then something even came out better from our friend, because even just the fact that you bought that another house that was at that asking price, except a little bit lower than what you were actually initially thought you were going to get. You actually got a bigger house for less than a price, because it was somebody they do through somebody else. And that house has no problem. It look good on the outside and as well as the inside. And then they had to come back and tell me, like, Roslynn, you were so right. I bought that house, and now I'm so much happier than I was with the other one. And just thinking about how much, they were going to be investing in, and they would have lost more money and to put money into that than actually living in it, and you have to be able to think a lot about that. Because sometimes I even said it, such and such, and I sit up here and block my, my blessings for these, these things. I've been upset because there was a lot of times I went out my way to help people. Wasn't even looking for nothing in return. Was that encouragement when people didn't like to support them. I was investing in being their mascot, on cheering them on, and their upbringing of, what they're trying to invest in, manifest in, when other people that they loved, respected, knew for, so long, turned their back on them. And I was like, no, you can do this. Don't sit up here and psych your own self out. That's just fear going in, because you don't know how it's going to flow out. Just be fluid with it. Just go ahead and do it, and add some more of this. And matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and pray. and give you that vibrations to give you that insight that you need to allow yourself to, encourage yourself and stop being discouraged, because you don't see what's going around the other corner. And then they finally got what they were wanting, and they got actually higher than what they did, just because of the vibrations I was directed from, above to go ahead and give them. And what did they do? They thought they were good enough for their blessings and tried to block mine. They said, "Oh, that means if I got this, that means you must be getting it too." I said, "Maybe, you never know." And then the next thing you know, that vibration shifts so quick, and I'm like, "Damn, what was that?" You felt you were worthy of your vibrations of blessings and abundance, but you try to make sure that I didn't get to mine. And I used to get pissed about that. I said, if I have to spiritually touch somebody, it's going to be an issue. But it's a lot of times, you know what? It's okay. You have to understand there's going to be people that are like that. And don't worry, their blessings going to come in, but as soon as it come in, it's going right back out because they didn't have the best intentions about that. If you move in jealousy and anger and competition, or were you trying to block somebody, God don't bless stuff like that. He may put blessings in their life, but it ain't going to be something that's going to last. And a lot of times you have to understand that this is that vibration people lack to know or care to know, or they don't believe it. This, situations is coming into your life, there's going to be a blessing of a lifetime. So you got to act right, see right, invest right, claim right, affirm right, mantra, in high regards, all these different things. You congratulate other people's blessings like it's your blessing. Even when God knows you get tired. And I heard that today from my pastor Sophia today. There's so many different people that has been on that grind, and you've been on them real long. You can't invest in all other people because you don't know what's going on in their surroundings. You don't know what they had to sacrifice. You don't know how many times they done failed and had to get back up. But you get tired of seeing all these people get their blessings, and you just still sitting up here. Oh, congratulations. Oh my God, you deserve it. And they really do. But then it's deep down inside, it's like, God, why you keep bringing these people in my life that you keep rubbing in my face about the blessings they got when I'm doing everything you asked me to do and I still ain't got it yet? But that don't mean it ain't right behind the corner. But he wants to know, and I have to be able to remind myself when so many things hit me and it hits hard. You have to understand. He wants to be able to see your actions when you ain't getting exactly what you want at that time. Are you still going to be grateful? Are you going to still be doing what he tell you to do? Because there's a lot of times he sends you to so many doors and they don't open, even though he tells you this is it. This is your blessing, and it is. Because even though that door didn't open for you, he's going to get you into a position where you're going to buy the whole damn building. You ain't going to need a door. Whatever door, you're going to have a master key to every door up in there. Because it's just like that person, you being placed in different places where they see you. They know what you're there for. They know your name. A lot of people, their vibrations just came in like, hell no. They going to end up making us lose all our jobs. They can't come up in here. So we don't want to see them. But they know who you are. So you've been spoken in a lot of different places that God has led you. People knowing your story, people knowing what your intent is, people know what you're trying to glorify, people know what you're trying to move to get up to. They see that you are a power hungry person, not just investing in yourself, but seeing the blessings you can project towards other people to invest in their own selves. You're a powerful investment that you have other people investing within them, and as well as you. And that's the whole point. And a lot of times I get upset. I ain't even gonna lie. And I know a lot of people can relate to that, where you just, you can be moving in that positive intent. And you got people that's downright just ugly, not just towards you, but they're more ugly towards themselves. And it's just like right now, what God has in store for everybody. That's why I say people need to choose their fights wisely. You can't sit up here and be wanting all your stuff, this and this and that. The sky wouldn't even be beautiful if you don't have one star. Everybody has a way to win. And people be looking like, oh, I can't, I don't be telling you nothing because I don't want you blocking my blessings. I say, you just told on yourself, because that's not how I think. I got my own blessings. I ain't got time to be blocking nobody else's, because if God sees that blessing for you, it's going to continue to be for you. But just that vibration, you just told me your intent, because, a lot of people will tell you stuff like that, or their actions will tell you. And it's okay if you ain't got to tell me. I don't care. I'm going to still be doing my stuff, but I always be on the hush hush too. A left hand don't need to know what the right hand doing. You don't need to be talking prematurely. I had to learn my lessons through my mouth of talking too much. Things that I was actually happy and not even rubbing it in people's face. But I haven't had, people had that situation where they rub stuff in my face. And I'm like, why do they do that? It's like, I'm happy for you, but why do you have to make a purpose to keep rubbing things in my face? Because already that shows intimidation about what you have in your life, what God has invested within you, because they feel that light and it disrupts the hell out of certain things they don't even want to, pay attention to. You have to be able to understand that. And it's just the fact is, God is about to bring so many different things into your life. Nobody can't block that. No curse, no voodoo, no, binding spells, nothing like that can keep you away from what God has for you. He knows the tears you cry. Every tear you cry is going to add on another blessing. Every evil intent, deception, lies, just some ungodly stuff. And sometimes that comes from the people that are religious, and I'm not saying that all about all Christians and stuff like that. Because I tell people real quick, whatever your religion is and what you choose to worship or whatever, that's all you. I'm spiritual. But I know the difference between some Christians and some daggone Bible thumpers. I ain't got time for that. You act all godly, but you got that vibration of a devil real quick. And I see a lot. I see an awful lot of that. But I can choose to respect it because that'll allow me to know, even though you did me that way, it ain't gonna stop me from how I do me. It's just gonna stop me from how I do you. That's a blessing to me and that's a loss to you. I gotta keep on moving. But it's at that point now when people are doing evil deeds because they feel like they deserve everything that's coming your way and they minded your business instead of their own, they don't realize you already forfeiting your blessing. I say that a lot, and some people, common sense ain't always common when it comes to folks like that. If things coming into your life and you feel like, I done did all this dirt on that person and I still got blessings coming. And then I say, yeah, but look at all the hell that's going around in your life, because the more you don't allow yourself to give attention to what needs to dissolve, heal, appreciate and discard it, it's going to manifest into more and more and more. And even when people get comfortable with hurting you, it's going to be a moment. It is going to be a moment when everything, it ain't going to be just from that time, but it's going to go all the way back to square one on everything that is taking place in their life. I know I was watching a different YouTube video today and almost triggered the hell out of me because I can't stand people that are very selfish. I can't, and it was this one woman, her mom just passed away. Her husband is a cop. And I forgot, it was like drama something on the channel, but I was like, "Ooh, I had to see part two," because her mom left her all this money, and she was like, "Leave your husband. He ain't, his love ain't good for you." I'm like, "Excuse me, ma'am, that wasn't no love at all. It's all about how you want to control somebody. You didn't make her feel happy. You didn't even console her when her mom died. You sit up here watching the game and tell everybody, 'Hey, I'm trying to watch my game.' This is like at the homecoming, how some people just go to a funeral and they come to the house and pay their respects, bring food and stuff like that. You tell them, 'Look, I'm trying to watch my game. Y'all need to go. I don't care where you go, got to get the hell out of here.'" Now, when she invested in that money, the lawyer told her, "Just come see me tomorrow." And she had a friend, I guess her mom was helping, and he was homeless, and he was going through a lot of stuff. She ended up investing into a salon. And it was just like the cop went around threatening everybody. "Don't you give her no business. Don't you talk to her. Don't you do this. Don't you do that." And I'm just like, that boy got it coming and I can't wait. And I'm going to be up here laughing like hell as soon as I see that, because it reminds me of a lot of things that I went through. A lot of times you don't understand certain people, if they got that vibration of just destroying their own lives, they want to be able to destroy everything that's going on with it. And a lot of times that's where your blessing comes from, because a lot of time when karma has something and God already done showed you different signs, like you need to let that person go. I have so much better for you. You need to let that person go. And if you don't, you keep ignoring that, he gonna allow that person to eat you up. Just still be disrespectful, just making you question your own worth, dehumanize you, talk to you like you this daggone small. You ain't worthy of nothing. And those are the things that happen. He kept on doing stuff, trying to sit up here and sabotage that woman's company and all that different stuff. He was like, and he told the guy, because she gave him a job, the mom's friend, he was homeless. He said, "I'm gonna fix you up. And then I want you to see, everybody to see how you look. And there was so many people starting to come into the salon, and the husband got all this man criminal records. Like, I need you to destroy her. I want to find out anything you can, and I want to be able to stop that. I'm just like, if you secure in your own stuff, why the hell you worrying about what that woman got going on? You made it perfectly clear that she wasn't about nothing. Now all of a sudden you tell her, oh, that's our money. You didn't even like her mama. And this was her from my mom. Now all of a sudden you stay in claim for something. But he ended up getting, what is it? The booger sugar that you put in your nose. And he told her, I need you to put this in somewhere. I'm like, you making it so common. Like, how would you know exactly where it is? If you just in here just doing a random inspection, you already knew exactly where it was. And the woman in him just kept talking. And he really cared for her, you know. And a lot of times, she was just trying to understand, like, I'm just trying to move on. I'm just trying to have peace in my life. And this man is making my life a living hell. When he disrupted my life. He didn't place no love into that union we had. And then the next thing you know, he didn't know. I mean, it got to that point where that man got tired of him using him for that, because he said, I guarantee you, I can pin anything on you. He didn't realize his dumb ass was getting recorded this whole time. He said, oh, this is drugs right here. He was like, well, I do sleep here. He was sleeping at the salon to make sure nothing happened. He's like, well, I love to bake. This is where I live. That's flour. And the man would get mad as hell. Look at, but he was just like, look. And then, his boss was like, oh my God, really? This happened? And then he was like, yeah. But he said, oh, for them drugs you wanted me to plant, those are right here. And he pulled that out. He's like, I didn't give that to you. I didn't give that to you. And then pulled out the whole recording and just bribery and everything. I was just like, see, you see what happened when people do ugly. It's going to be that time when karma, you have to understand, karma is a crucial. Karma is crucial, but she's very well patient. And there'll be that person that keep digging a hole for you and don't even realize why they trying to dig a hole for you. And they always say, especially if they got company like that, you might as well add one too. And why you trying to push me in it, your butt gonna fall in. So you allow yourselves to see the different things is being revealed to you in your life. A lot of times it's hard for you to be able to accept the truth. A lot of times it's hard for you to put that love in yourself that you gave to somebody else, and they didn't even see your worth in it. They took what your presence was for the granted. And there's things that God is making ways for you. And a lot of times you have to be able to remind yourself, if I got all this damn hell coming up in my life, God must got something very beautiful for me, because he's showing me different people that I've always went out my way for, and they just fell out my life. I'm seeing everything is for the truth that I always thought was, it was an illusion, and always, now you've seen the truth of it. And that sometimes that stings a lot, but this is preparing you for something that you didn't even ask for. And a lot of times he want to see if you're being consistent, not for him, but for yourself. Because a lot of times he'll put you in situations where he's telling you, honor yourself. All that love that you give in some daggone body that clearly don't even love themselves, invest that in you. Don't settle for nothing. Don't go back to something because you're lonely. Don't go back to something because you need somebody to fill an ego where you need to validate yourself. Don't be worrying about what people think of you when he's telling you to move forward. You validate yourself. Your journey is your journey. Not everybody going to understand where you're going to, where your road leads. It's like, as long as you know where you're going. I got my GPS through my vibrations of my ancestors. You need to go ahead and invest in your own instead of investing in mess, and you're going to be able to do that. And then when you finally get where God wants you to truly be, you're going to look back at every situation that you were mad for, that you have turned away for, people treated you ugly for, Then you have people to come into your life that even through your worst moments, even if they made time for you, that's when there are people are honoring that, because he will show you through your darkest moments, will show you the true intent of a lot of different things. And you have to be able to see it, and you have to be able to respect it for what it is. And trust and believe, better things is coming into your life. You don't went through too much hell for him to sit up here and you didn't come this far to come this far. He ain't leaving you nowhere. You about to invest in certain things going to bring you to your knees. You have to guarantee that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Like I said, I missed y'all so much. I think I took like 4 days off, but I had to do that for myself. But I had to call myself on my own stuff. But yeah, I want to go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Brent O, Farrah Hazard, the Lucky Man, 20, was it 218? Breezy Be Easy, tarot reading. Much love to you, sis. And I hope y'all are able to resonate with that. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. It's like my email or on my social media site on IG. If you're gonna send me, you want to friend request me on IG, please send me a short message, because a lot of times I see people, they only got like one post. Don't think I know they're creeping and scheming. I ain't got time for all that, because I can see through the vibrations. So it's all about, just networking and, just giving you a deeper understanding, or there are certain things you may even want to share with me or need my, advice on. I try my best to be able to, help that out in where you need it. And whatever we speak on is confidential. So, I said I will be having let me see what time it is. Okay, what time is it? It's 5:20 here. I'll be having my live chat at 7 o'clock. So I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Be responsible for everything that you do. I hope whatever you're trying to manifest into your life comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined, and it comes sooner than you ever expected it. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibe, frequencies. You just never know. Those things really take somebody a long way. And you'll see me on the next video. Much love. Peace.